Few places change as quickly as Howth. Every turn brings a new boundary, from land to sea, forest to hill, noise to quiet. Walking it feels like moving through a dozen worlds in a single loop. Today I'm hiking the Bog of Frogs Loop, a 12-kilometre circuit that traces the sea-facing boundary of the headland before rising up Shielmartin Hill. I'll follow the purple arrow signposts through woodland, heath and sea cliffs before returning. This trail gently climbs out of the old fishing village, past stone walls and sea-facing cottages. Out in the water, Ireland's eye watches. Once home to monks, it's now a refuge for gannets and puffins. Here at the edge of the village, the first boundaries appear. Human places behind and wilder ground ahead. The air starts to sharpen from the sea breeze in the shadows of the cliffs. I find myself coming here when I need to reset, to walk somewhere that still feels wild, even though it's only a short train ride away. Cresting the first hill gives this incredible sight of a winter sunrise across the Irish Sea. I've done this hike in all types of weather at different times of the year, but today the trail is rewarding an early start with this gorgeous light spilling across the bay and cliffs. These cliffs are ancient, once part of the ocean floor, shaped long before any of this was land. Each step feels like it's at a threshold of what was and what is. It's the kind of place where edges feel softer. Ahead, the path leads towards the Baily Lighthouse, perched above the curve of Dublin Bay. The lighthouse was built in 1814, and for more than a century, keepers tended the flame through storm and fog. The small beacon sets itself against the immensity of sea and time, communicating the balance between the safety of port and the danger of shipwreck. Another monument to transience out here. These views took my breath away as the path opens up, with Bray Head and the two sugarloaves hiding in the distant hazy light. This southern edge is full of trickery, giving expansive viewpoints and constrained paths in equal fashion. These wooded pockets are rare on Howth Head, where the trees ebb and flow, letting the light inhale and exhale. These cliffs form part of a special area of conservation, home to kittiwakes, fulmars and guillemots. I love this part of the trail because it holds two worlds in one frame. The calm green-brown of the woodland and the restless blue of the ocean. A simple sign reads telegraph cable, marking where engineers laid the first submarine line between Ireland and Britain in 1852. Further along, a Martello tower, guarding Dublin Bay against Napoleon's fleets. These remnants of history are small against the cliffs, yet still fill me with wonder. Here the trail turns inland, climbing away from the sea as I head back north. The cliffs drop behind, replaced by open heath and rough grass as I begin to climb up Shielmartin Hill. At 163 meters, it's not high by most standards, but it's deceptive. The climb is short and sharp, the path narrow but clear. The sense of elevation is powerful. At the top stands a weathered cairn of loose stones, said to mark the burial place of an ancient Irish king. Whether it's true or not, people have used this hill for millennia to mark presence and passage. Standing here, you can see the whole story of the headland laid out. I always find something grounding about this view. Maybe it's the perspective it gives me. When you rise above things, even just a little, you start to see how they fit together. As I descend, I get my first glimpse at the trail's namesake, the Bog of Frogs, beyond the Howth golf course. As the path slips downhill, there's something that appeals to me about the contrast here. A landscape tamed into fairways, leading into a forest left wild and free, both meeting side by side. After so much sky, there's something comforting about the trees closing in again. I feel like it's the trail's way of saying the journey home has begun. Quietly, a half-collapsed stone wall appears, once marking a boundary but now being reclaimed. It's the same pattern you see all over Howth. I reach the eponymous Bog of Frogs, unenthusiastically bearing its name. It's not much of a bog anymore, and there are few frogs to be found. The name lingers from an older time. Nowadays, the ground is firmer beneath my feet, and the trail is well maintained. It's still the center of the loop, however. The moments when the sea has fallen behind you and the village hasn't yet returned. Another liminal space in a place full of them. The trees continue to guide the path, everything returning to human scale. The Bog of Frogs trail is a circle, but it's also a threshold. A place that never quite marks where it belongs, between land and sea, hill and forest, memory and moment. Every time I navigate this tightrope the trail provides through time and space, something quiet shifts in me. Maybe it's because the trail doesn't decide what to be, it just is. It doesn't ask you to break any boundaries or leave them behind. But it does invite you to remember just how much you can feel when walking along the edges.